Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, Monday through Thursday. Now, you know that when I'm reading for the week, I am using my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. Any cards that come up reversed, remember those are, basically a little bit more oomph, a little more emphasis, so we want to pay a little more attention to that also. Many times over, I will speak about, higher power. That is higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, the divine, your source, whoever that is to you. Okay? Now, I have been in the last couple of times picking up a little bit more, I have been pulling a few from my Waite Rider. That's more of a traditional tarot. And okay, so we actually have three cards that are down, or actually they flipped out. Now, interesting energy here. Remember, these have the stronger energies. So the first card, and this is a general overview of what the week is going to look like. Remember, in the longer readings, when I do my Cancer season overview, I did talk about how the first, or actually June 30th through the 10th, was going to be a little more stressful. And stressful can be in a good way. It could also be in a bad way. People's emotions are going to be a little bit, they're going to be more vocal. There is a lot of Leo energy kind of stirring the pot. Now, first card, again, this one is reversed. This one is the Five of Pentacles. So Pentacles is our earth energy. It is our Virgo. It is our Capricorn. It is our Taurus. It's how we spend our money. It is our home. It is how we receive our money. It is our job. It is our career. So right now, this week could be a little bit stressful with money, kind of feeling like, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Oh my goodness, where's it coming from? So in the universal type of energy, there could be some money issues happening, talking about money, just having some ups and downs with money for this week. Now, it could affect you, it might not affect you, but it could be affecting the other people around you. And when money is an issue, and I'm not saying that this is an issue as much as it is an illusion of an issue, okay? Because we still have that, the Saturn with the Aquarius and, the illusion versus reality. So there could be a major illusion about money issues. So stay calm, be careful with this time, watch your money. Anyway, because then we come to the Queen of Swords. And again, that one is, the Queen of Swords. That one is reversed also. So there's really a strong message with this. Now, Queen's energy, the underlying energy is Cups. And that is water energy. That's fluid. That's emotional. That's our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We are in Cancer season now. But Swords in itself is air energy. That is our Gemini, our Libra. It is also our Aquarius energy. And remember, we do have a lot of Aquarius energy roaming around right now. That's our thought process, is making some plans. So the Queen in itself, has that emotional connection, that emotional, I want to make things right. But the Queen of Swords also has that, let's see what we have to do to make it right. Let's be a little more objective. The Queen is also, if you notice in this card, the Queen is also allowing. There's some things, I'm kind of getting from her hand, like, okay, speak. I'm allowing you. Let's see what's going to happen. I kind of feel like the Queen is allowing some thoughts, some directions with something that's very, very a very emotional area. Now, that could be our Pentacles. That could be our money situation. But the Queen is also saying, go forth now. It's, don't stay in this, negativity. Let's be a little bit clearer headed. Let's see what's happening. Let's move forward. Okay. So the Queen of Swords, at least what I'm picking up right now, is actually kind of, and I also feel like her in this right now, her sitting is kind of relaxed. I don't feel like she's very stressed. I feel like she's like, things are moving. Don't worry about it. Very objective type of energy, but there's also caring. Now we come to the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles is again earth energy. It's the same energy. Again, it's that money energy. It's that home energy. Sevens have an interesting energy in itself, though. Sevens have that divine energy. I look at, sevens is a divine number. It's a perfect number. I call that the divine umbrella. What we do down here on the earth, in the natural, that's something in the supernatural. So what we do in the physical, the metaphysical is kind of watching over us. And it's also, so there's a lot of metaphysical and supernatural type of energy here. Again, this has to do with our money. But again, this is preparing. This is making. This is, so while we start with this worrying about money, it's also, we have prepared for this time. The universe, I should say the universe, the supernatural has prepared, and a lot of people's money issues will be taken care of because there has been a preparation for that. Okay, so now, so we've had, so what we've talked about, and I won't talk about it hopefully in the readings, but we've talked about pentacles, we've talked about air energy, and we've talked about and water energy, and again, that earth energy. The one energy we didn't talk about is fire energy. But this is a time when we are going to have a lot of Leo energy. So fire energy is our Leo, Sagittarius, and our Aries. It's passionate, it's very burning, it's very, very determined. And the Leo energy is very connected with the sun, and the sun is a spotlight. The sun, nothing can escape the sun. The sun is a natural healer also. It's a natural disinfectant. So it's kind of like something has to be exposed in order for it to be cleaned up. So, but again, it's not necessarily going to be an easy process, because there is going to be stress with this time. Again, that's going to be that June 30th through that July 10th. Now, interesting, just as an aside, and I'll talk more about this when we talk, when Leo season comes on the 23rd, there's going to be a lot of movement that's going to be, that Leo is going to be opposing. So there's going to be even more, even though we're in Leo season, when we go into Leo season, Leo, the sun energy, will be opposing a lot of that. Also, too, just as an FYI, there will be 2 full moons in Aquarius during Leo season. So Leo season, I think, is going to be really a breakthrough season for us. But for this week, money, there's going to be some, and this is more on that universal global, there's going to be some money issues, money talked about, money, oh my gosh, where's the money going? Are we getting money? The Queen of Swords is saying not to worry about it. There is something that's higher that's happening, that's watching over, and that's actually very confirmed with that Seven of Pentacles, that there is a supernatural energy that's going to be very protective over a lot of the things that we need. And yes, we need, we're the happiest when we have our base needs met. When we have a roof over our head, we've got money in our pockets, at least for our needs, and we've got food in our bellies. So this week, while it's going to be stressful, it's not going to be, it's going to be stressful more as we live through it than in that overview. Okay? So just, we'll get through this together. And actually, I think that for us, that things are going to be much better. We're going to have a better awareness of what's going on. And because we have that better awareness, it's just going to slide right off of us. Okay. So, right now, let's start our readings. Hello, my Pisces. How are you? Well, let's see what we have for this week, because this week's very, very strong energy around us. How are you going to handle it? Because, you do have, Neptune in retrograde, so that actually is quite good for you. But you also may withdraw from the drama a little bit. And that's okay, too. Here we go. 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. The 2 of them are reversed for my Pisces. Seven of Raphael. Seven. Okay, remember the sevens. I talked about that in the beginning, the divine umbrella. Raphael is water energy, your energy. It's also Cancer and Scorpio energy, so it's fluid, it's emotional energy. There is this time for you. There is this time for you to kind of think things through. Now, this is an emotional time, and remember too, we have the new moon coming on the 9th. I forgot to talk about that. That is in Cancer. That's when, so remember, full moon to new moon, release. New moon to full moon, request. But around that new moon is the time for you to make a new start. And this is kind of like, this is going to be pushing you a little bit more, my Pisces, to kind of figure what is that new start that you want to do. You've been going. You have been consistently, there has been consistent movement with you to, into a better place for you, or a better energy for you. Let's put it this way. And now you're kind of in that time again where you're thinking, where am I going? What is my next step? And it's kind of pushing you a little bit more. There's some things changing around you, and you're going to kind of think, you're working with it a little bit and saying, how am I going to work with this change? So this is a reflective energy for you this week, but it's one of those things that your mind is still moving. Your mind is still going forward to see, what am I going to do next? Now, this actually, because there's going to be so much Leo energy, again, I do feel like there's this energy that's kind of like, I want to avoid some of this movement. I really don't want to do this, but the energies will push you anyway, so it's best to have a little control over it. The sevens, we just do our best, and the divine does most of the work, most of the heavy lifting. But if you want to have a little control, this is the time for you to really think things through. Okay, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want. I think that's the main message. What is it that you want? And take action. A need for detoxification. So that's kind of like, that's part of that letting go type of energy. Reversed, here we are, the 3 of Raphael. So we have that Raphael energy, that water energy. 3s is very interesting because there's the power of 3. You do something 3 times, you say something 3 times. 3, the number of the Trinity. There's also a lot of creation with this. There's creativity with 3s. There's this exuberant with the 3 of Raphael. So whatever it is, this is, like I said, this, you have to make some thought. You have to make some decision, or you have to think what you want. You have to think, how am I going forward? It does feel with the 3 of Raphael, because the 3 of Raphael is all about celebration, is all about, yes, this is where I want to be. So there is this, like again, there is this very positive but very creative energy, and it's emotionally bonded to you. It's emotionally attached to you. So it is one of these feelings of very strong optimism. And it's not like, oh, this is what I want, but I can't see it actually happening. No, this is what I want, and I can actually see it happening. So, reasons to celebrate it. A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. You could be hearing news also that kind of rings your bell. Okay, it's kind of like, yes, this is where I needed, this is the piece of information I needed in order for me to make my decision. So you could be hearing news that kind of, and again, rings your bell. Next card, the 2 of Raphael. So this is all about this water energy. So you own this. You swim with this. 2s have some decision energy. Okay, so it's kind of, again, so we have decision here, but this is also pathway decision. What do I want to do? Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? 2s also bring together relationships. I'm kind of getting the bring together of the relationships. I'm kind of getting the support of each other, the emotional support in the relationship. Now, relationships can be your work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. That's all about relationships. I feel like there's going to be a lot of support in the home, job, in your relationship, intimate. I feel that there is this major support happening. Okay. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Many times, I've talked about that, the miner with the silver mine, and basically worked it for 10 whatever years, and people say it's Levi Strauss. Worked it for 10, 20 years, then gave up, sold it, was only like 19 inches away from the biggest silver strike. So, this is one of those things. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't just kind of, because we can all have that time where we are like, oh, it's just not happening. But for you, my Pisces, and I have told you this many, many times over, my Pisces, you have a way of manifesting a destiny. And so, my thought is manifest what you need anyway, and especially around that new moon. Last card with this, the Eight of Fire. Now, eights have unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Fire energy is our Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We talked in the intro about this, but again, we have all this Leo energy pushing you forward. So whatever you find out, whatever the news is that now helps you to make these decisions, and with the support, in the support group that you have around you, once this is all laid in, once the plans are laid out, once the contracts are signed, it's time to move. It's time to move on them. I'm not necessarily saying you're going to be moving that you're going to be moving, your house. I mean, you could, but it's time for the energies to push you forward. And it's like all it's been doing is waiting for you to kind of, okay, what is it? And then you make whatever the decision is. You say, okay, I think I'll go. Oh, no, it's not even that you think anymore. Once you give some credence, once you give some, yeah, I think that's the direction. It's like the universe just says, okay, you agreed. And you might be like, no, well, nope, you agreed. You agreed. No takebacks. No takebacks. So the universe is saying no takebacks. But it's going to take you a little bit, it's going to take you kind of something this week that's going to take you a little time to get there. And then once you do, no takebacks. Here we go. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. I like this. Wow. Whatever this is, please, my Pisces, let me know. Okay? Okay. Here we go. What crystal or energy for my Pisces would be helpful? Fire. Fire. Now, this is so strange just because so Cancer, I think Cancer got earth, Scorpio got air, and you are now getting fire. So all of the water signs are getting these very tangible other energies in there, but you are getting fire, and that is Leo energy. And that's, once you're on fire, you're, like I said, once things get moving, you're moving. Okay, so passionate creation, travel, and courage. Interesting. And again, my Pisces, that's so interesting. None of you got the actual hard crystal, but I really think that's very interesting for you. Anyway, I know that's me. That's just me. My Pisces, this is really, it's like once that penny drops, remember the gumball machines? Well, if the gumball machines, when I was a kid, you put the penny in and you twist, and you had little hands, so you didn't quite twist it hard enough. And so then somebody older would come and twist it again, didn't go in, and then pop it, and then the penny dropped, and you got your gumball. So once the penny drops, things happen. Anyway, my Pisces, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. Click the bell for further notifications. I post twice a week, but I post for all the signs twice a week. The most important thing for you to remember and to know, my Pisces, is to know you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.